and I'm pretty.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than usual. But we're here. And I'm not late, I'm here. You're late. Hi. Thanks, Sam, for the raid. Hi, Arrow. Hi, Sam. We've got this Red Bull Pop. Let's get this going first. Oh, that was kind of the shitty one. Whoopsies. Today we are playing Swooning Over Stans. So, get ready for that. I made a TikTok right before this. That's why I'm 3 minutes late. Because usually I let it send the notification out. And so I stay on the starting soon screen until the notification goes out, because I don't want anybody to miss anything. But we can go ahead and... Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy. I hope the music's not too loud.
I mean, I can check really quickly if you want.
Okay. Because I'm not going to be using the in-game music, because I don't know if it's copyright free or not. And I'm not going to
stop talking so I can hear the music. The music not too loud. I mean, it's not very audible either, though. Like, you could probably turn it up a little bit and it wouldn't be too bad.
Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit.
By the way, the reason why I started laughing when I started talking is because I saw you just, like, cover your mouth.
You know how hard it is for me to not talk. That's
Yes,
all
I
I
do.
know how to do. But we can switch over to the gaming screen.
The music does sound good, but in order to be able to voice act it, I think you should also share
Oh,
it
yeah, that's right.
in Discord. So I can have it not be delayed by like 10 seconds.
You know, that's a real good idea. There you go, buddy.
It is a real good idea. Thanks, buddy. God, this is so funny.
I'm so excited. Are you excited?
I'm also excited.
We haven't played a dating sim in about a month.
About a month.
It didn't end well last time.
No, it did not.
So I'm hoping that this time we'll get the person to fall in love with us. I think I want to try to get Grunkle Ford, not Grunkle Stan.
I don't know the other ones.
Grunkle Ford is the hot twin.
Ah, I see.
So. And you would think that there shouldn't be a hot twin, right? Because they're twins.
Yeah. Well, not fraternal twins. They don't have to be identical.
I mean, it's a cartoon, so they're... Okay, whatever. We're just gonna get started. I knew that there was like a cutscene at the beginning, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I'll read the narration and myself, I guess. Because you read the narration for Colonel Sanders.
For Colonel Sanders, I did, yes.
So I'll do it this time. I'll do it.
Okay.
Good old road trips, full of promise and ripe with potential for adventure, soul-searching, and incredible scenery. Or at least, that's what you thought before the novelty wore thin. As for now, your legs are cramping up. You've exhausted your travel playlist 2 times over. I felt that.
Yeah.
And your stomach is begging for something to eat. On top of all that, you're pretty sure you're lost. Driving through Oregon paints a picture of trees, and more trees. Especially on the endless winding roads that you're taking up north. All that breaks the pattern is a sign that zips past, with the words that you're just able to make out. Gravity Falls. See, I don't know the landscape of trees. I know the landscape of fields.
Yes, you do. Our server is trees.
Well, kind of, I guess.
What do you mean, kind of? It is all trees except for the occasional mushroom.
Until we deforest half the island, and then... You know. Whatever. The road continues on. Giant redwoods looming on both sides. You find yourself anticipating something. Because as you drive on, you can feel it. Something strange is bound to happen here. Something weird. And that's when it happens. Your car picks up speed. The change came out of nowhere, and you quickly put your foot on the brakes, but horrifyingly, the car seems to stop on its own willpower. Trying to stay calm despite the panic welling in your chest, you put on the emergency brake, only to find that the car resists, keeps moving forward, like something is pulling it. The car begins to rattle. The wheels screech, and against the country road. Jesus. And you're screaming until crash!
Since I'm the only one here, does that mean I play all of the love interests?
If you want to.
Well, yeah, I don't think it makes sense for you to play any of the love interests. You're playing yourself.
Dang!
I'm kidding.
There's smoke. Why is there smoke? You cough. You fumble for the door, and manage to undo the lock just before the door is wrenched outward from your grasp. Something lands on your shoulder. God damn, what's on my shoulder? A hand!
Whoa. And are you alright?
A man stands at your open car door. Sorry, I was celebrating. A man stands at your open car door, his hand on your shoulder, leaves to tilt your head up. Why? That's what I'm saying! I love Grunkle Ford. Why he kinda...
Also, welcome chat.
Welcome, Ghost King Nico. How are you doing? We're just starting this out.
This is so funny. I can't believe there's a category for this. Anyways, continue.
I also can't believe that there's a category for this. And he pulls the flashlight from his coat, shining it into your eyes. 2 blinks, and he lets your chin go. No, don't let my chin go. His eyes dart over the rest of you, looking for injuries. Still stunned, all you do is watch.
What's your name?
What is my name? My name is regular person. What's my name?
Chris Soda Pop.
Oh, we're doing the full...
Yeah, you gotta do the full thing.
Alright, we'll do the full thing. My pronouns. They are she, her.
They are she. Chris Soda Pop. I'm Stanford Pines. Ford for short. I would shake your hand, but you look shaken up as it is.
Damn, you're not gonna, like... Make him sound hot?
Are you saying that my voice doesn't sound hot, Chris?
Sam? That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh.
I love you anyway.
Okay, hold on. I'll do it again.
Alright.
Just for you.
Recompose yourself.
I have to try not to laugh. Chris Soda Pop. That
was the fucking same.
Shut up. Shut up. I can't stop laughing. Chris Soda Pop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Stanford Pines. I can't stop laughing. Because I can't believe we're doing this. I'm Stanford Pines. Ford for short. I would shake your hand, but you look shaken up as it up enough as it is.
Poor little old me, you know? I'm so shaken up.
So shaken up. You seem fine, as far as I can tell. But you shouldn't head back out there anytime soon. Where on earth were you driving in such a hurry?
Into your arms, buddy.
Chris.
You open your mouth to explain when a voice calls from inside the house.
His face. So true. He is making a face.
He is making a face.
Oh, do you want to do this one? I was kidding when I said I'd do all the love interests.
Okay. Poindexter.
That's up to you.
This better not be one of your experiments again. I've had this place rebuilt too many times to... The owner of the voice walks out of the house and stops, slack-jawed, at the side of your car. In the side of... You're guessing... his house?
Oh, no.
You must have hit your head earlier, because you could swear that you're seeing double. Sweet Moses, Ford. You've done it this time.
What? This had nothing to do with me. I was testing my magnet gun, and... it must have pulled the victim of circumstance into the house. I suppose it is entirely my fault. I'm incredibly sorry.
Should we reassure him, reassure ourselves, or cry?
I mean, I would cry, but this isn't me.
I'll reassure him, because I don't like people feeling upset. Unsure of why you're reassuring this mystery man, who just wrecked your car. You give an awkward shrug. It's alright.
No, I must have done something wrong. A wire mix-up, perhaps, or the pointometer.
They're talking about your other mistake, Sixer. Fucko.
Oh. Right.
Fucko.
Fucko.
Hey, look, it's fine, alright? Sure, there's a dent in the hood from the shack's signage and a crack in the windshield that looks like an ominous triangle.
Ominous triangle.
But I'm sure she'll still run. You try and start up the car, it sputters, but ultimately, nothing happens. You feel like crying. Oh? Well, let's call a tow truck for this unfortunate soul here. And forget...
I'll take care of it.
You're right. It is cheaper to tow it yourself. Thank you for the follow, Ghost King Nico.
Follow Chris, follow Chris.
Sixer,
follow Chris.
get that magnet gun out again.
No, Stanley. I'm going to fix this.
What? Huh. You? Fix this mess?
I figured out a few alien vehicles in my time.
Are we an alien?
Are we an alien? I don't know. Are we an alien?
Maybe we just don't drive an American car.
Maybe.
Because that would technically make it an alien car.
Or maybe he's just talking about other cars being... Like, he's talking about actual alien vehicles, maybe.
So true. Maybe he is just old.
He could just be old. I don't know.
Nah.
I never watched... The thing is I didn't watch Gravity Falls, so I don't know anything about this.
Nah.
So I'm just here.
You're kidding me.
Chris,
it takes...
Are you tapped out?
What?
It hasn't changed from the alien vehicles for me. Oh, now it's buffering.
Oh. No?
Yeah, you are currently buffering for me. Yikes.
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop watching it. Let's see if that maybe helps. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Nah, you're kidding me. It takes some sort of miracle worker to bring this baby back to life, And this miracle worker's on vacation.
Stanley, a moment.
Ford and Stanley turn away, and you're left to your thoughts. Who could anticipate a car accident like this in the middle of a road trip? You can take care of the car, but how are you going to get home? They run buses out here, right? So you take a bus out of here, and then... Ford clears his throat, shifting a little awkwardly in place. Seems like they've finished their talk.
Why he look like that anyways?
He's like, I'm nervous.
I'm so nervous. So there's a few options. My brother Stanley here could drive you out to town to find a place to stay for the night, or you could stay the night here. We have some maps and information, and you can look at in the gift shop, and in the morning we can help you with your car. What do you say?
Yeah. Do I get to stay in your room?
Chris!
Just as you're about to answer, another high-pitched voice comes from inside the
I'll do
house.
this one. Grunkle Stan! Picture this! A whole week of... Oh my gosh!
That was a voice choice. Thank you.
Why not Mabel? I knew that.
The girl that runs out of the house comes to a halt at the side of your car. Oh, great.
Grunkle Ford! Why is it that everyone automatically thinks it's my fault? Well, this time it is my fault. But I've invited Chris Soda Pop here to stay with us for the night, if she'd like. I'm sure I can fix this. I just have to figure out how.
So true. Stanley sighs. I can take a look. Being on vacation's pretty boring, and the old Stan-mobile hasn't needed a tune-up yet, so it wouldn't be too bad to work on something else in the meantime.
Thank you, Stanley. I'm sure I can put something together from the gadgets I have lying around if you need any specialized tools to help you with the job.
Oh, that's you.
Nope. Back off. And let me introduce myself. I'm Mabel. I think the voice changed.
The voice change. And let me introduce myself. Sounds so like passive aggressive, Sam. Jesus Christ.
I didn't mean to. And let me introduce myself. I'm Mabel. You can ask me anything. I pretty much know everything there is to know about this place.
Damn, bitch, calm down. Wait, hold on. I haven't even said anything yet. I appreciate your offer to let me stay.
And to repair your car.
Yeah, it'll be good as new in my hands. I mean, look at my Stan-mobile. She's been through the ringer who knows how many times. And she's still a beaut. He points at the red car parked a distance away. You can't really see how beautiful it is at this distance, but he sounds pretty confident. Well, this turn of events is... suspicious?
Or suspicious. What you thinking, Chris?
I mean, depending on how this goes. We'll do that one. Free repairs, free lodging. There's no better deal to be found. And if things don't work out, the town probably has some sort of auto repair shop you can head to instead. Well, I accept. Thanks for the help.
And my apologies again. What an embarrassment. I must have had an elementary mistake.
As the pines lead you inside the house, Mabel leaves her number in your phone for you to call. Whenever. And you find out that Ford's twin goes by Stan. This part's the house, but just outside that door is the Mystery Shack. Hey, you ever been to the Mystery Shack before?
The sound of it.
I wanted to, actually. I saw a bumper sticker while I was on the road, and I got curious.
Or
You're interrupted by a loud, triumphant, "Ha!" Those bumper stickers were a good investment. And Sixer says they're too plain and graphically simplistic. And don't even have an address on them. Stanley, how is anyone supposed to find this place? To attract customers. Sixer, did you hear that?
well, they are graphically simplistic. I don't know how she found the place, let alone thought what is the Mystery Shack was compelling.
I kinda liked it. See? She kinda liked it. I like you, Chris Soda Pop. How about I give you a tour sometime tomorrow? Regular price.
Tomorrow? Then I'll have to squeeze all my get-to-know-you questions in today. Chris Soda Pop, tell me, capybara? Yes or no?
Yes. At that moment, a boy passes in the hallway, the far doorway, and Ford calls out to him.
Oh, this is me. I forgot which one it was.
Yep.
Dipper, my boy. I'm surprised I didn't see you run out to the scene of the crime. Do you want to be Dipper?
Crime? What crime? I have an alibi, I swear. Oh, you have somebody with you.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I'm not suspicious at all. Did you guys see that car on the side of the shack, though? For a second, I thought the Manitors were... I've stolen my name from Dipper. So true.
As you should. That's valid.
For a second, I thought the Manitors were back with a grudge.
Yes. About that, Dipper. Meet Chris Soda Pop. I've, stranded her car here by accident. She's staying here for the time being.
The time being? Thought it was just a night.
No.
Sorry, stranded? Her car here? You crashed it?
Hold on, I'm putting my watch away. Sorry.
The-
Yeah, the S in Shack fell on it. And everything, and the windows are cracked, and... One window, the windshield. And Chris Soda Pop was lucky to make it out alive.
And that's the Chris Soda Pop guarantee. You'll make it out alive.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Can vouch. She's fine. No injuries. Thankfully, the magnet gun's rather safe despite never having been tested in a formal setting.
Oh no. Yeesh, did you not, like, take safety precautions or anything?
Is that I was trying to install a safety precaution.
Hey. If you two are gonna do your nerd talk, I'm gonna get Chris Soda Pop set up. Mabel, sweetie, why don't you show Chris Soda Pop around? Let her stay in, the storage room. That's still empty, right?
I'll make it empty.
The rest of the day consists of Mabel showing you the storage room you'll be staying in, and then the kitchen, and then the living room, and then the hallway, and the bathroom, and pretty much a comprehensive tour of the mundanities of a regular house. I've never said, like, mundane as mundanities.
Yeah. I've never said the plural of mundane.
I have, no. Now I have.
Now we have.
Eventually, you find out that the family is even more extended than you knew. The decorative doilies make a lot more sense knowing that a grandmother normally lives here, and her grandson, Zeus. Or was it Zeus? Whatever the name, you look forward to meeting him when he comes to work in the morning.
I'll do Zeus. I'll do Zeus. I have a fun voice for that one.
Okay. When you go up to the attic, Mabel opens the door to reveal Dipper, nose stuck in his book. But you catch him occasionally glancing up at you as he pretends to read. The next member of the family snorts up at you from Mabel's bed, a rotund pink pig, who Mabel declares is her best friend and partner in crime, Waddles. The two are a perfect match, right down to the chubby cheeks and boopable noses. And in the evening, though you'd still be in... Though you'd still been in disbelief of the state of your car, the family dinner and after dinner TV marathon you've been invited to makes it seem like a normal guest stay rather than a forced circumstance. Yeah, Waddles. Waddles is so cute. I love Waddles.
So true.
Sam, I know you haven't seen Gravity Falls, but you've seen Waddles, right?
I've seen, like, episodes, yeah. I've never, like, watched, like, a big thing of it, but yes, I have met Waddles before.
Returning to the storage room, Mabel that has shown you earlier, you find an air mattress waiting for you, and more pillows and sheets than a summer night warrants. You wake to the weak glare of sunlight streaming in through the small...
Not the mysterious triangle window. Not the mysterious triangle window.
You wake to the weak glare of sunlight streaming in through the small high window in the wall. You can't remember your room having this kind of feature, or any hotel or motel room for that matter. And then yesterday comes crashing back to you. You glance at the time to see that you've slept into the afternoon. Experiencing the accident yesterday must have left you tired out. Despite having been assured yesterday evening that you were free to anything in the fridge, you still feel like you're imposing on the Pines family and try to prepare as polite a guest breakfast as you can. You wash your dishes in the sink before you leave, and just as you're about to exit the kitchen, you bump into Ford. He looks like Derpy Bill. So true.
So true.
Is that a possum on the counter?
I think so.
Damn.
I do believe so. Excuse. Oh. Yes, you're from yesterday, of course.
For a good solid moment, Ford regards you in awkward silence. Ford clears his throat.
I believe Stanley's taking a look at your car outside if you want to be there for it.
You give a nod and make it to leave for real this time when Ford speaks up again.
And Chris Soda Pop, I'm sorry again for the accident. If I'd been smarter about, well, let's just say it's entirely my fault, and you shouldn't worry about it at all.
So true. Thank you for having common decency, Ford.
When it comes down to it, Stanley does have a knack for cars. I predict you'll be back on the road in a matter of weeks.
Bro, weeks? God
Weeks.
damn. Weeks? You can't keep the dismay off your face, and can't really bring yourself to try either. What am I going to do with weeks? Ford, who'd gone kind of uncomfortable and closed off when your face fell, recovers at the prospect of the question he can answer.
Well, there's the town to tour, of course. And the Mystery Shack. But if you ask me, all that pales in comparison to... Hold on. Do you hear that?
No, actually I don't hear that.
Yeah, we don't have any of the audio on, bestie, so no, we don't hear that.
No, I didn't hear shit. I love them. Ford turns to the kitchen doorway to investigate.
It's like...
The sound comes again, and this time you hear it as well. The squeal of a pig, followed by a pair of quick footsteps running down the stairs. Waddles tumbles past the open kitchen doorway, and Mabel comes into view soon after. A few sheets of paper clutched in hand. Ford steps quickly around out of the kitchen, and you follow to the doorway, getting there just in time to see the apparent tug-of-war between Mabel and her pig over saliva-covered sheets of paper. The paper rips, and after nearly toppling backwards from her efforts, Mabel recovers, snatching the scrap of ripped paper from Waddles' jaws, lifting both pieces up victoriously.
Ah! Wins again! Now all I gotta do is find... Grunkle Ford!
Hi, Wrecker!
Hi, Wrecker.
Ford, who'd run forward and held a hand out to the steady, energetic child when she'd been in danger of toppling over, now finds a number of crumpled sheets of paper shoved into his hands. Mabel tugs urgently at his coat.
Grunkle!
Your mic peaked and then, like, cut you off. So all I heard was Grunkle fart!
Hold on. Let me try this again. Grunkle Ford! You've got to help me!
Ford kneels down to face...
Every time I squeak.
Ford kneels down to face Mabel with a serious, though concerned look.
Slow down, Mabel. What's the matter?
Dipper found a stack of pages from your old journals, and I walked in, and Waddles... Oh, that's you. I was...
That's me. It's me. What you doing?
Alright. I'm so used to the narration doing everything.
Dipper from your journals, and I walked in, and Waddles ran up and started eating one. And he must have been chewing on it to warn me, Grunkle Ford, because look.
Mabel takes the ripped halves of the paper back from Ford's hand and joins them together, holding it up for Ford to see.
I see. And you took it as a warning? Yes! It says here that it eats small dogs, and Waddles is a small pig. But he sort of looks like a dog from far away, and Waddles must have feared for his life.
So true. Waddles seems to second this notion with a snort. Or not, as it seems the pig is lounging adorably a short distance away in the hallway. You can't imagine what this dangerous predator could be. Some kind of wolf? Something bigger? You're suddenly not so keen on staying anymore. Sam?
So scared that time. Was it not picking me up?
No.
Oh, okay. It's because I keep going higher, and so it doesn't like pick it up. Even though my gain is as high as possible.
Fair enough.
Let's try this again. I'm gonna turn it up a little more.
You can also, if you have to, you can tone down
See, but
the high pitchedness.
No.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm staying in character.
Okay.
Anyways. Remember the pterodactyl I told you about? I feel like she pronounced it wrong.
Okay.
I feel like she would.
Alright.
Waddle's so scared that time. I can't let him leave my side.
Pterodactyl. You suppose pigs are allowed in museums around here?
How about I finish that repellent I never got around to completing? That'll keep Waddles safe from harm.
Mabel flops down on the floor in relief.
Grunkle Ford, you're an actual lifesaver. Waddles, you have nothing to fear.
Ford chuckles, lifting himself out of the kneel and standing back up.
All right, I'll go get my recipe.
Ford turns to leave, and you suddenly remember that with nothing better to do for the weeks that you're going to be here, it wouldn't hurt to get to know Ford. He seems to know what there is to do around town anyway, and you'll need to do that, not die of boredom in the first week. And you'll need that to not die of boredom in the first week.
Yeah, there you go.
Or more pressingly, you could go check on your car and see what Stan's made of it so far. You're not exactly eager to face seeing your car on the side of the house again, though.
Ooh, I feel a decision coming on.
What should you do?
I already know what you want to do.
We're getting to know Grunkle Ford.
Yeah,
That's not a question. Ford, wait! And do you need a hand with that recipe?
I can handle it myself.
Are you sure you couldn't use a hand? Ford looks away then, and you follow his adverted line of sight to Mabel, who's just mouthed something that you couldn't catch. When she catches you looking her way, Mabel gives you a 100-watt smile, the picture of innocence. Ford rubs the back of his neck.
The face again.
Yeah, the face.
Yes, I suppose I can accept some help.
And with that, assured that... Exactly! Everybody agrees! Everybody agrees! Ford is kinda...
That's the second time that message has been typed in chat today.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm saying. And with that, assured that Ford is on the task, you spot Mabel rolling away with Waddles into the living room. I just picture them, like, rolling.
On the floor,
like,
rolling, yeah.
together.
Yeah. Before we get started, I suppose I should give you an introduction. For Soda Pop, tell me, do you believe in the supernatural?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do. Well, you're about to come face to face with the unexplainable yourself.
Me? I'm unexplainable? I mean, that's pretty accurate.
I mean, that's true. I can't explain anything that you say, ever.
Ford is hot. That's what I'm saying.
It's just the turtleneck. It's just the turtleneck and glasses.
Are you sure?
I bet you if he was wearing the same thing or something similar to Grunkle Stan, you wouldn't think he's as hot. I bet you. I bet you I'm right.
Read, bitch.
You see, Gravity Falls isn't some quiet, unamusing backwater town. Much more lurks below its surface.
Ford pockets the crumpled journal papers and gestures for you to join him as he walks. You do, and follow him through the living room and into the gift shop.
For example, you must have heard Mabel mention the pterodactyl. Most would say none exist in the living world today, but I say, not if you know where to look.
Damn! I want to see me a pterodactyl. Ford reaches under the cashier counter and retrieves a packet of vintage-looking gum, inspecting it for a moment before slipping it into his pocket. He looks around in thought.
Hold on. Sorry, I was grabbing.
No, but he's built... Grunkle Stan has a beer belly. He legit looks like he's gonna pop.
Not you saying he's gonna pop.
Like a fucking balloon, just...
Hold on, I'm chewing a Pringle. Okay.
A Pringle during my stream?
Yes, I'm hungry, okay? Hold on to my explanation for a moment. I need to retrieve some more supplies.
Ah, yes, so true. The canonical blah 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 blah.
Fuck up.
Ford ushers you out of the gift shop entrance so that you can find yourself on the outside of the shack, and then shuts the door behind you. Okay. So do we turn and try to peer through the window, or respect the man's privacy? He's clearly got business in that gift shop. What do you think, Sam?
Respect.
I can imagine Mabel just hugging him and then he pops. So
I love
true. We'll respect the man's privacy. We want him to like us, so we don't want him to catch us peeping through the window. You correctly and politely just stand out here until Ford returns. You maybe scan the sky for a pterodactyl while you wait.
It's mine. Funny number.
Speaking of the counting channel, we have a Discord where really the only channel that's active is our counting channel.
We occasionally type in general, and Chris likes to spam Toby in the spam channel.
That is true. That is true. We love counting here.
We do love counting. Counting is fun.
Not too long later, the door opens behind you, and Ford joins you outside, looking no different than before. He must have... The four of you, no one else. We love counting.
Yeah, that's true.
We do love counting.
We love counting. Zach doesn't ever type in counting.
Yeah, Zach doesn't count.
Zach doesn't know how to count.
Oh. Why did the word put need to be added to permitted terms?
Well, yeah.
Odd. Anyway, Not too long later, the door opens up behind you and Ford joins you outside, looking no different than before. He must have stored whatever supplies he went to retrieve in his coat, but the trench coat falls too naturally on his figure for him to be hiding much.
Where were we? Yes.
Ford pulls a pen and pad of paper from his coat, walking as he writes.
Zach is a loser dummy that can't. That's so true. You're based. You're based for that, Racker. You're very based for that. For a reason, name calling level 2.
Loser dummy was name calling level 2?
I guess so, according to Twitch.
What's level 1?
I don't want to know.
It's calling somebody a silly goose.
The word put was held for misogyny level 1.
What?
Yeah, I don't know, man. See, I can see all that through Chatterino, so it tells me.
Interesting. Just as you're about to head out, he stops and smacks his hand on his face. So true.
I did do that. You just couldn't hear it.
I also did it, so everybody could see.
Okay, good. Oh, shoot. 1 second.
I'll do it again. Ford hurries back to the house, realizing he forgot one important component to this adventure. A butterfly net.
A butterfly net?
Before you get a chance to ask, he strides out ahead of you, obviously in no mind to tell you what it's for quite yet.
I also love that you can't see it in his hands.
Shh. It's hiding under his trench coat.
What else is hiding under there?
I don't know, but we'll find out later. The pair of you walk past the shack and down a well-worn path into the trees surrounding the house, sunlight peeking between the pines. He double-checks whatever he's scribbled onto the paper and tucks it back into his coat's seemingly infinite pockets. You know I love me a good jacket with a bunch of pockets.
Same.
He stops and turns to face you with a definitive nod.
Oh, shit, I put Priggle in my mouth. Hold on. I wasn't expecting to have to speak again for a second. Hold on. Okay.
Holding?
My recipe for repellent called for a sprig of lavender, 2 thin slices of ginseng, a drop of bat blood, a chunk of amber, and 3.5 milliliters of ink. I want to know what's under the trench coat.
Same. Me too. He pauses, staring down the path in thought.
Obviously, I already had all those components on hand, all except for one last ingredient. A single moth's wing. Is it like a single? Like a single moth or like a singular moth?
I think a single moth wing.
No, I know.
Like one wing.
I was trying to make a joke of, does the moth have to be single? I was trying to. I was trying to.
Is
make a joke.
Mothman single?
I don't know. There's a lot of people that want to fuck Mothman.
Really?
Yeah, technically Mothman is based right, actually near me, because I'm right on the border of West Virginia.
Right.
So like, maybe 30 minutes out from me, Mothman is supposed to be the home of Mothman.
The home of Mothman.
The home of Mothman?
A camera. I doubt he's kicked up. Mothman or Grunkle Ford?
I think they're talking about Mothman. But anyways.
Do moths have asses?
I think Mothman specifically does. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a picture of Mothman.
Does Mothman have an ass?
Mothman. Not Mothmoan. I am Mothman.
Mothmoan? Oh no.
See, but there's not many pictures of Mothman with his back turned to us.
Damn, nobody's taking pictures of Mothman's ass?
Well, a lot of them are of a either drawing or a statue a fake, like a man-made statue of Mothman.
Does the statue have an ass?
Well, I can't tell because I can't see the back of him.
Ford got cake?
I really kind of hope not. People did put.
He is two-dimensional. I don't think that he's caked.
But they did put a mask on the Mothman statue.
Like a moth mask or like a
Like a mask for like COVID. A COVID mask.
Oh. I thought you meant like they put like a Halloween mask over his face.
Oh, no.
All right. Fair enough.
Anyways, continuing on. Back to Mothman.
Look
up Mothman caked up ass. I'll do it. Hold on. Mothman caked up ass. Okay, but why does the statue kind of have an ass?
I'm not telling you guys to look up Mothman statue ass. I'm not doing that.
I looked up specifically Mothman caked up ass. I'm sending it in the Discord, Chris.
I'm not telling you guys to look up Mothman caked up ass, but I do need to see this. Damn!
He do kind of have an ass.
He do kind of have an ass.
He do kind of be caked up.
Interesting.
And if you're curious what the front of the image, what the front of him looks like, hold on. That's the Mothman.
Oh my god, he's kind of cute.
Don't call Mothman cute.
Well, he's kind of cute. He's got Mothman. You know?
Stop. Stop it.
You can't help it. You gasp. Ford glances at you, and you think you see a hint of a smile before he turns back to the path and continues along, wind ruffling through his hair. His hair looks like it'd be soft. Don't you think?
What? Grunkle Fords?
Yeah, Grunkle Ford, not Mothman. We're done talking about Mothman.
Well, clearly we're not, because I'm about to talk about him again.
No!
But I guess so. Yeah, it does look like it would be soft, even though it's 2D. You see, Mothman is the very creature on that page that Waddles seems to fear. Using a piece of itself should ward it away, or at least lead it to believe that Waddles isn't for eating.
I'm gonna post Mothman sexy images in the Discord. Go right ahead.
Well, there's already the same photo I sent of Mothman's ass in the Discord, so that's great.
Fair enough. Sam.
Huh? Sorry, I was in the Discord, the other Discord. I would have already completed the repellent years ago if I had managed to collect that wing.
Damn, bitch, just grab it. Was it too difficult?
Oh, I just never got around to it.
Typical man answer.
Besides, Mothman used to come bat at this lamp I had lit out in the backyard, and it seemed like such an innocent hobby that I never had the heart to chase it off.
Oh.
But this brings Mabel and her pig a peace of mind, then the time has come to finish this.
Sunlight filters through the trees, causing dappled shadows across Ford's coat as he leads in front of you. Do we break the silence?
Yeah.
I don't want to ask how much further we're walking because that sounds like I'm tired. So we'll do like, how do you know so much about this stuff?
I study anomalies. Anything unusual and strange and just plain weird. I began my research in this town because it was and remains a hotbed for paranormal activity. I made this exact trip years ago, though at the time I had no idea where I was going. It was just dumb luck that I managed to tail Mothman back to its cave from my backyard. Navigating the forest by moonlight is poetic, but not advisable. I made plenty of other discoveries as well, from fairies to gnomes to amalgams
Maybe.
of
I don't know.
of creatures who were never meant to cross. Wait.
Ford reaches into his pocket and pulls out a slightly crumpled page. Pulls out the slightly crumpled pages. Thank you, Ginger, not your son, for the follow. Welcome in.
Yes, follow Chris. Follow Chris. Follow Chris. Follow Chris.
Let me read, bitch.
No.
Ford reaches into his pocket and pulls out the slightly crumpled pages Mabel has pushed into his hands earlier, smoothing them out and shuffling through them.
Take a look at these. They're more definitive proof than just my word.
You accept the pages from him and find that they've been scanned pages from some sort of journal, just as you'd heard Mabel say. I have posted the sexy Mothman in spam. Where he belongs! Fluid cursive tells of Mothman, beard cubs, scamp fires, and more.
See it.
Ford gestures to them and explains. What does he explain?
I don't see sexy Mothman man in spam.
That sucks. Anyway, it's your turn to read.
I don't want to read. I want to see sexy Mothman.
You can see sexy Mothman later.
Okay. Oh, in nerd fiction.
Oh, in nerd fiction.
That makes sense.
Sam's not in that Discord.
No, I thought it was our Discord, and I was like, what? I don't see. I detailed my discoveries in a series of research journals. The remaining pages, at least, I wonder where Stanley was keeping these.
So we can do, you drew these? Were any of these creatures ever dangerous? And you've pretty much gotten into some, or you must have gotten into some pretty crazy stuff back then. I think I'm gonna go with you drew these, because I think that this is like a surprised, not like as a.
It's not a mean.
It's not a
mean.
It's
not a you drew these derogatory.
Right. It's an endearing.
/ endearing. Yes, of course. Who else?
The way that I'm sorry, but the way that you just went. You went. Yes, of course. Who else?
I didn't mean to.
That was really funny.
I like kind of sometimes like zone out while I'm like and like just kind of run my hand under my new undercut and then like forget what I'm doing and then just words kind of like come out in different ways.
Hey, a new
I'm also
undercut,
deciding if I want
that like peach fuzz feeling of a new undercut. Delicious.
I'm also trying to decide if I want to take my headset off and use my speakers.
Do whatever you want.
You said you couldn't hear it earlier, right?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay. If you can, I'll change back.
Delicious.
Delicious?
They're so photorealistic. I love your line work. These ink washes look so masterfully executed. Give an ambiguous nod of acknowledgement. I've seen better. I'm gonna go, they're so photorealistic. I wanna gas him up. You know?
You wanna gas Bestie up?
Yeah. Which is much different than gaslighting. I do not want to gaslight Ford.
Oh, yeah, don't gaslight him.
I'm not gaslighting him. I'm gassing him up.
You're gassing him up.
Gassing him up.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
I also love that you're only coming through one of my speakers because I have it set up to go like to the left and right one. And for some reason it's just deciding, yeah, you're only gonna come through the left one.
Fair enough.
Which of course is the one closest to my mic. Anyways, continue, sorry.
Well, it's your turn to talk, so.
Oh, is it? My work now is far better, but I appreciate the compliment.
Despite his understated words, Ford looks surprisingly pleased.
I detailed my discoveries in a series of research journals. The remaining pages, at least, I wonder what Stanley was keeping these.
So do we want to ask if the creatures were ever dangerous, or you must have gotten up to some pretty crazy stuff back then? Do we want to make him feel old?
I would say the creatures one, because you're also like asking because you're going with this man to go find Mothman.
That is accurate. Gotta understand the danger level we're at.
Oh, extremely. Some were worse. Dangerously annoying.
Though Ford seems to find his own comment amusing, he doesn't fail to notice your unease.
I do have weapons in case things escalate, so there's no need to worry.
He's packing?
Don't
Mothman.
don't say he's packing.
Mothman kinda.
No.
I think he is. You brought weapons? Every fictional man kinda.
Not many. I have a stun gun, my fists, and
He's gonna fight Mothman with his fists?
I mean, I would. I'd just bop him, you know?
He's gonna fist Mothman?
Don't say that, Chris.
Like, punch him, you know?
That's you.
Give him a good old 1-2.
No, that's not what you mean by fisting.
Give him a good old 1-2 with the fists.
That's not what you meant.
Or
And
is
we
it?
both know that.
You don't know that.
I do know that because I know you.
I meant punching.
No, you didn't. You're a lying liar.
Little bop, 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 bop. You know? That's all I'm saying. You're a scarecrow.
My sharp wit.
You know how much I love a smart man.
Yes, we do. We do know this.
I feel safer already.
You didn't bring your magnet gun? I've read that dialogue before. I'm not gonna read it again. It's the same one. It's the same one, Chris.
I'm gonna ask him about the creatures. Oh shit, that's a lot of questions.
Okay, here. It says here that Mothman turns into a bunch of moths.
Yeah, we'll do
that
this one.
Up, hydrate derogatory, hydrate
Oh,
derogatory,
no.
hydrate derogatory.
I don't have the big one, but I do have a water bottle.
Thank you, Racker.
For anyone new to this
For
stream.
clipping, he's gonna fist Mothman. Oh, there's another one though too. Let me read.
For anyone that's new to the stream today, we've got hydrate endearing and hydrate derogatory. Hydrate endearing means I just drink some water very calmly. Hydrate derogatory means I drink like a 3-year-old. So, I apologize.
You can thank Racker for this one.
It went up my nose a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Play on my phone.
Aw, that sucks.
I'll just open it this way. I know how to fix this.
A 3-year-old that just came inside from playing. Yeah. Then why not use mothballs as repellent? You know, it's a good question. Because moths are deathly afraid of mothballs. Don't choke now, bestie. I have choked a couple of times doing it.
You have, and that's what's funny.
Sam, it's your turn to read, bestie.
Hold on.
Buddy. Unless Mothman is Mothman gay? Is Mothman gay?
I don't know, but I was watching the second clip that Racker sent, and it's when I said follow Chris, and you said let me read, and I just plainly went no. It's a really good clip. I like that one.
Is Mothman gay?
Hold on. Is Mothman gay?
Will you please read your line?
No.
Oh
This
my
is
god.
important. No. Why is the first article, why did a bunch of mythical monsters become queer icons?
Is Mothman a queer icon?
We're gonna find out. I'm scrolling. Let's see who's here.
Go
Well, I
Mothman.
remember the Babadook one.
The Babadook is gay?
Well, because when Netflix was like, when it like first got added to Netflix, it got put under LGBTQ movies. According to Mothman lore, a married couple and 3 of their friends were the first to report a sighting of Mothman in a wildlife refuge. They ran to the Mason County Courthouse and said they saw an animal that stood over 7 feet tall with a black furry body, massive featherless wings, and glowing red eyes. The 5 were allegedly interviewed in separate rooms but gave matching descriptions of what they had seen. A beast that had leapt vertically into the sky without flapping its wings. The townspeople were so shaken by this report that they turned up arms to track down Mothman and kill him, but he was nowhere to be found. It was later speculated that Mothman was a creature of prophecy. A year after he was sighted, a bridge collapsed in Point Pleasant and killed 46 people. The theory was later immortalized.
Mothman killed 46 people?
In the film, The Mothman Prophecies, that portrayed Mothy as a chapstick-loving creature along with Richard Gere and Deborah Messing. So, you know, gay. On God, that's what the article says. In his own small way, he was indeed a creature of prophecy for me, a harbinger of a new era where I was deeply obsessed with dark YouTube. I watched that one Mothman video and fell down a rabbit hole in the internet underworld of the Macabre. This world was okay. This is where Mothman lives. Under his wing,
What?
This article is so over. There's a line that says, "But Mothman always remained the #1 cryptid in my heart."
We love Mothman. I love Mothman.
This is a BuzzFeed news article.
Not a BuzzFeed news article.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
I'm posting this in the Abode Discord so everyone can go and read about Mothman being a gay icon. So if you're not in the Abode Discord, get in so you can see.
Will you please read your line?
Chapstick, does he eat? Hold on, no, I have to read chat now. After this lesbian icon. Crazy American, so true. I'm putting in Discord one more time, so. Anyways. I've never tried. The most conventional method be the unconventional one?
Damn, he really didn't think of mothballs.
Man, how could he not think of mothballs? Or would Mothman be able to overcome it? Its mothly nature and persist.
You know Mothman and his mothy nature.
Like that!
Alright,
Must have got up to pretty crazy stuff back then, I guess, because I don't want to do more creature shit.
yeah.
Because then it's gonna send me down more rabbit holes and
I like mothballs.
I like mothballs.
Huh.
What kind of mothballs, though?
Hey, yo. Balls.
Balls.
You know what else is balls?
What?
These nuts.
I hate you. That's one way to put it. Only took 6 years for me to get in over my head.
He takes a silent moment to look away from your gaze, seemingly in bittersweet remembrance.
Remembrance.
I guess we're gonna walk in silence for a little bit. I think that's the only way to move the story forward.
Unless we want to ask about more things.
Because if we ask about the creatures, it's just gonna... It has all of them. Does Sans have balls? Like from Undertale?
This... Time to go back to Google.
I mean, he's a skeleton. I don't think skeletons have balls. Because balls aren't bone.
Why does Sans testicles come up on Urban Dictionary?
Don't look at it.
I'm looking at it. Oh, it means like sans, like as in none. Like sans testicles, no testicles. You know how people say sans this?
Oh, yeah.
If Sans has a blue eye, does he also have blue balls?
How else would he bone Asgore's wife? Damn! I mean, fair enough.
Listen. If Sans has a blue eye, does he also have blue balls? That's a good question.
That is a good question. I don't have the answer, but that's a good question.
Great question, even.
Alright, we're gonna walk in silence for a second after we talked about mothballs. Suddenly, Ford puts his arm out in caution, slowing his pace. Ex-wife, my bad.
So true.
You
Is
narrowly...
it me?
No.
Oh, okay.
You
stopped speaking.
You narrowly manage not to collide into him and take a quick glance around to see... nothing.
Is it me now?
Yes.
I'm tapped out, so... Look! There!
You see what looks like a bundled up plaid shirt moving along the forest floor. Wait, is that a beaver's tail? It looks like...
A platypus! Ah! What are you doing all the way out here?
Don't you mean a platypus?
Platypus?
Don't you mean a platypus? Ford shakes his head with a grin. Ah, ah, ah! Ah, ah, ah!
Nobody!
I meant what
I said. Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! I meant what I said. It's a platypus. A platypus.
Ford moves into a crouch, but stays at a respectable distance, following the small creature. You watch him, and after a moment, mimics his actions. Ford giving the creature a bright smile, the first of its kind that you've seen since leaving Mabel at the shack.
Hold on. You're a cute one, aren't you? And in one of my favorite patterns, too.
Aww.
Cute.
Ford motions for you to move forward a little more to the distance he's maintaining. There's a what?
If
There... You guys see this shit? You see this shit?
What happened? What happened?
Wrecker said, "Look, Chris, there's a plaid behind you."
There's a plaid behind you?
Yeah, there's
Oh yeah,
my flannel. Yeah.
Your flannel's in the chair. That's funny. If I were to rate the oddities that live in this forest on a scale to least to most annoying, these little guys would get immunity.
Aw.
They have done nothing wrong, and I appreciate them for it. It's like me. I've done nothing wrong.
Platypuses can do no wrong. They will never
So true.
do any wrong. No one's allowed to hurt them. If you hurt them, I will hurt you. Anyway. I have that exact same flannel. I'm pretty sure everybody has a red and black flannel. I think that's a staple in everyone's closet.
Yeah,
It has to be, right?
it has to be.
As the two of you watch in quiet appreciation, the platypus ambles into the underbrush and vanishes from view.
What a cute little guy.
The two of you continue deeper into the forest. The foliage seems denser now, and you look through the treetops for a glimpse of the sun, which has by now dropped low in the sky. It has already been getting late when you left, and you hadn't thought Mothman would be this far out. Almost as though he'd read your mind. Ford answers for you.
Mothman is rather reclusive and, as such, lives deeper within the forest than bolder creatures like the gnomes. Are you alright?
Huh?
That is, are you tired at all? I should have asked sooner. It's just been a long time since I've traveled with anyone new. Stanley, tends to speak his mind without my asking.
I have seen a fuckboy with a flannel. I don't know if I've ever seen a hype beast in person.
I have seen a hype beast in person, and they don't really wear flannels like that.
I do know fuckboys have the red flannel. A lot of them do. Or they have, like, the white and black one. I don't want to complain about being tired. He has to know that I have plenty of stamina.
Chris!
I'll go, I'm fine, really.
I'm glad to hear it. Still, we have some time until sunset. Let's wait here in the meantime.
I don't want to mention traveling with Stan. I don't want to mention Stan. Right?
I mean, you could.
Well, dude, why wait until sunset?
Hold on. You'll see.
Damn, that was aggressive.
Sorry. I didn't mean for it to be.
The moment the sun touches the horizon through the gaps in the treetops, Ford gestures for the two of you to continue. You hadn't noticed, but you'd been resting within short distance of a small clearing that holds a cylindrical stone marker. The stone marker bears intricate swirls carved in its surface. Ford reaches into his coat and produces the pack of gum from earlier, opening it and dumping pieces out into his palm. I have seen Turning Red. Sam, have you seen Turning Red?
Not yet. I was supposed to watch it when I went home, and then my cousin ended up forgetting about it because I had accidentally turned on Harry Potter.
No.
And I do quite literally mean accidentally.
I really enjoyed Turning Red.
I want to
really
watch
cute.
it.
It was really cute. And I love the memes. I keep seeing this meme on my timeline that's like, this movie is like the epic story of, like, don't kill the part of you that's cringe. Kill the part of you that is cringe.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's true. That's valid.
Anyway.
The reason why I've been tabbed out is because I was doing the VOD.
Gum?
Gum? I know that's the line. I saw it.
We'll take some gum. Sure. I don't remember there being flashing at the beginning, but I could definitely be wrong.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Okay, it does, if I'm remembering correctly, it starts with, like, a type of montage sequence. So I could see there being flashing lights or colors.
Yeah, maybe, probably.
So I would just be careful. Unsure of why you came all the way out here to unwrap gum at sunset, you accept a stick of gum. Ford puts the remaining gum in his coat breast pocket. Breast?
Breast?
What a whore. He unwraps the now empty gum packet to reveal it like it was hiding a small piece of to reveal that it was hiding a small piece of parchment, folded up to act as lining. He smooths it out against the stone, holding it up under the deep orange-red light of the sunset. You step closer to look over Ford's shoulder. The parchment holds a detailed drawing of the swirls carved into the stone, documenting every crack on the surface. As you watch, a golden cursive unfold itself across the page, seemingly fueled by sunset's warm light. Ford reads the words as they appear.
Such a place the Mothman doth rest. Rest. But please do not disturb his nest. If kindness be something thou bereft,
Maybe. Ford lifts the parchment a little higher to prevent his shadow from obscuring the rest of the line.
follow thy nature and turn left.
So we turn left.
Yeah, but I think it'd be funny if we said, I think we turn right.
No, we don't want a repeat of Colonel Sanders.
But what if we went funny?
We don't want a repeat of Colonel Sanders, Sam. We don't want him to think that we're stupid.
Right. But Colonel and Ford are two different people. What if Ford actually has a sense of humor, unlike Colonel?
I don't want to risk it. I've been hurt before.
I've been hurt, heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe.
We're turning left.
Okay. I think so, Chris Soda Pop. We press onward.
Onward! Left leads you to a dimly lit cave, which Ford says he remembers well, except last time he was here it was pitch black since he'd arrived in the middle of the night. From its depths you hear the faint sound of dripping water echoing off the cave's shadow-shrouded walls. You saw as your eyes attempt to adjust to the low light. Ford pauses in front of you, reaching into his coat for something.
Hold on, I have a flashlight in here somewhere. This cave has never received much natural light, you see, and
He rummages further and you see a couple of dice, a pad of paper from earlier, and a quill. He has some custom pocket work going on in there too. And you bet one of his coat's inner pockets has a pin protector in it.
nerd.
You know how much I love me a nerd.
Here we are. At last, allow me to... Darn. Out of batteries.
Damn, every time this bitch gets smart, he gets dumb again.
Don't you call him dumb?
He forgot batteries for the flashlight.
Chris, you apparently have batteries.
Why do I just have batteries?
I don't know.
Wait, I think I have one. Let me in my pocket. Let me see if there's a battery in here, guys.
Let me go look through my trench coat.
You pull out your phone and turn on its flashlight. The light is small, but it does its job. Oh, so I'm not pulling out a battery. I'm just pulling out my flashlight on my phone.
Oh, you saved our hides there, Chris Soda Pop. I was about to pull out a matchbook.
Oh, not the matches.
Why does he have matches but no batteries?
With your light guiding the way, you and Ford move further into the cave, which yawns wide around you. It isn't until the sliver of natural light from the entrance disappears that Ford speaks again.
It's been years since I've been down here. Decades even, at this point. But I'll always remember the eye bats as one of my first discoveries when I arrived at Gravity Falls.
Decades? How many decades?
How many decades? How old is this man?
How old is this man?
How old is he? Hold on, I need to know.
You need to know.
I need to know, just like how I had to know how old Colonel Sanders was, I need to know how old Uncle Ford is.
Fair enough.
How old is Uncle Ford? This would make him 57, 58 in the time of the show since it takes place in 2012.
Old enough to be a gilf. That's the most important part.
Both Stan and Ford were born in about 1949. They look like they're about 63.
Racker
So
just
it's-
said old enough to be a gilf, and like that's
Yeah.
good. That's a good enough estimate for me.
Yeah.
How did you find them in the first place?
Find what?
The
Oh, is it the
dialogue,
line?
Sam,
Hold on.
for the visual novel we are reading, for the
Reading.
dating sim that we're playing.
Hold on. I'm reading. This is important. Uh. So in 2012, they were 57. If we're assuming this happens at the same time the show takes place, then 57.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry, I was reading. Um, one got into my house, you see. I was making breakfast one morning, and one managed to find my cereal box. When I poured the cereal into the bowl, it came fluttering out, agitated like it belonged there. The nerve!
A gray fox. Factual. That's the facts and the evidence.
Gray fox.
The facts and the evidence are right in front of us.
Don't do this today.
He still sounds so indignant, even years later. Even years later that you laugh. A silver fox.
I wanted to contain it for further study, but unfortunately it managed to get away. As I thought about it afterwards, its pupil had constricted against the light, unfamiliar of the bright light in the kitchen, so either it's nocturnal or it lives in the deepest, darkest cave in Gravity Falls. I found them easily after that.
Did you manage to catch one?
Somewhat. I came running through this cave with a butterfly net in my wits, and I bought a working flashlight that time. They all hid in dark corners, and once I turned the flashlight off, they flocked to me. I caught 18 of them that day, but it reminded me of the stealth uses of...
The rapid sound of clicking claws against stone startles you, a shiver running up your spine.
Mothman. The dark.
You turn off your light. Ford taps your shoulder and gestures for you to keep moving forward. Eventually, the narrow passage widens into a large room. The darkness shrouds the source of the dripping water from view, but as your eyes adjust, you squint to see a strange winged shadow. A shadow with eyes that glow red in near darkness like rubies. Your breath catches in your throat as the realization comes over you. Ford is apparently fairly close to you in this room. You find when he speaks a few inches from your shoulder. You catch the shadow of his arm swing out in a wide arc, like he's introducing you to...
Soda Pop, I'd like for you to meet the Mothman.
The Mothman. He whispers, but even in the dark, you see him grinning excitedly at you. Ford looks between you and the Mothman, apparently hoping for a dramatic reaction. Your speechlessness seems to satisfy him.
Don't worry, it hasn't noticed us yet. Here's the plan. You make contact with the Mothman and I...
Oh, I'll make contact with the Mothman.
Chris!
What?
No.
He pulls out a butterfly net and a large lidded jar. Now where did that one come from? From within his coat of mysteries.
It came out of his ass.
That is lost to you.
We'll capture one of the 100 moths that comprise it. That comprise it.
Wait, I get to touch Mothman? The Mothman?
Yes, and it turns into 100 black witch moths. It is it's like experiencing a swarm of locusts, surprising when you're not expecting it.
Back of my Mothman?
Don't say it like that.
Back off my Mothman.
Back off my Mothman.
Sam?
Oh, remember, even just a light touch is enough.
Damn. You're telling me that Mothman's sensitive? Aight then.
Mothman do be sensitive.
You steal yourself, you steal yourself, awaiting Ford's signal. He waves his hand to coax you forward, and then up to you to decide how to, well, make contact. Let's run around back to its blind spot.
Yeah.
As you sprint around the... That was weird.
You just stopped speaking.
I know, my my computer pulled up like the big Windows tab on the side, and I was like, I didn't click that, but okay. As you sprint around the winged creature, you slip on a puddle of water on the floor, fall flat on your face. Your phone skids away across the floor, face down, sinking your surroundings back into darkness. Still, you manage to grab one of Mothman's legs before you fall and find yourself clutching nothing in the midst of a fluttering cloud of moths. Rather inelegant, but hey, whatever works in the heat of the moment, right?
Yeah.
Ford dashes forward and manages to scoop one up in the net, dropping it into the jar and popping the lid back on top.
Got one. You can get up now, Chris Soda Pop.
That was amazing! Ford laughs, brushing dust and dirt off his trench coat.
You could say that. Our completed repellent is within sight. Let's head back.
You gotta be gentle, like Barry White.
Huh?
Like Betty White? Who's Barry White?
Yeah, I don't know who Barry White is.
I'm going to assume Betty White. But Betty White, what an icon. Love her. Miss her.
I miss her so dearly.
Ford turns to leave the cave. He looks calm and content. Barry White. Okay, now I have to know. Who's Barry White?
I don't know who Barry White is.
Barry White. Barry Eugene Carter, better known by his stage name Barry White, is an American singer, a 2-time Grammy Award winner.
Oh.
Known for his bass baritone voice and romantic image. His greatest success came from in the 1970s as a solo singer with the Love Unlimited Orchestra, crafting many enduring soul, funk, and disco songs, such as two of his biggest hits, You're the First, the Last, My Everything, and Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe. I think I've heard the You're the First, the Last, My Everything.
I've heard both of them and just don't know it. Because that tends to happen
What an
a
icon.
lot.
People with the last name White are just icons, I guess.
I guess so.
Ford turns to leave the cave. He looks calm and content. You, on the other hand, are buzzing with energy under the adrenaline rush.
What?
Should you go for a high five?
Go
No.
for a high five.
We are not
No.
going for a high five.
Chris, go for a high five.
We are not going for a high five.
Chris, it's the first physical contact. What if it leads to a hug, Chris? Come on.
It's not gonna lead to a hug.
You don't know that?
What? He's not gonna know what to do. He's awkward.
You don't know that.
He knows too much about Mothman. For
I
him,
know too much about Mothman.
you had to Google everything about Mothman.
Yeah, but now I know too much about Mothman.
Oh my god. No.
Yes.
Fine.
Do it.
Fine. You raise your hand
Oh, look at that artwork.
in a universally understood offer of a high five. Ford pauses, then grins, high-fiving you. Or rather, 6. Does this man have
Yes.
6 fingers? He got 6 fingers!
Man has 6 fingers?
Man has 6 fingers. That's why Stan keeps calling him Sixer.
Oh my
I
god.
forgot that he has 6 hands. It's been a hot minute since
6
I've watched
hands? Chris, he has 6 hands?
six fingers. It's been a hot minute since I've watched Gravity Falls.
Again, I never watched the full thing.
When you and Ford finally reach the cave entrance, you find the forest that you've left in the dying light is now awash with a silvery glow. A gap between the leaves overhead provides a view from the night sky, along with a long string of stars. A few more steps and the Milky Way comes into view, looking as if a tear across the fabric of the sky. Ford notices you looking. At him or the sky?
Sky, I'm assuming? See something? The pterodactyl doesn't usually come out this late, but being a prehistoric creature, its behavior is rather unpredictable.
Damn, so true.
He's worried about you, Chris.
Damn, I'm worried about me too. Do we want to do I've never seen the Milky Way in person before, or I haven't seen the Milky Way in a while?
I mean, I personally haven't seen it in person before. So.
Well, okay, we'll do in person. It looks amazing. Just like you.
Ew. Isn't it? It's remarkable what you can see without light pollution from the city. Here on the outskirts of town, you can see a good portion of the Milky Way every night.
He gazes up into the night sky.
A whole year has passed, yet it still feels strange to see a sky I recognize.
What?
What? Oh, traveling. You know, I was in a different part of the world.
You both stare up at the sky in a comfortable silence for a few more moments. The quiet of the forest settles in along with the distant sound of flowing water, and you find yourself surprisingly glad that Ford has accidentally pulled you here. If this is one of the moments you get to experience. Out of the corner of your eye,
You mean the cannon is back?
The cannon. Out of the corner of your eye, you swear you see Ford looking at you instead of up. Ayo?
Ayo?
But when you tilt your head back down, his attention is elsewhere. Fuck. Eventually, the two of you come to a wordless mutual agreement to continue on, and you're walking again. You'll have to show me the other creatures that live here sometime. You're glad you said so when he looks over and find that Ford looks pleasantly surprised to hear it. His chest puffs out with pride.
Aww.
Like a man.
Of course, maybe we'll get to spot the hide behind, or tag along with Dipper when he visits the next multi-bear.
Multi-bear. The what?
The what?
Ford taps his temple, grinning. You'll have to
wait.
Oh, my bad.
Get the fuck. Who do you think you are?
I am the Chris Soda Pop. What do you want from me?
And I'm the Grunkle Ford. You'll have to wait until I show you to find out. Like a lot of other things.
I'm holding you to that.
Including my add-on? We'll have some time left before we get back. We have some time left before we get back if you're up for another walk.
You must make a face because Ford looks back at you and laughs.
We're not far, I promise. I just thought I might answer a few of your questions if you have any.
Yeah, do you want to kiss me?
You looking at me like you want to make out with me right now.
You want to...
Forget the questions, let's make out.
Forget the questions!
Forget the questions, let's make out. No.
Actually, I do have questions. You must stay in great shape if you do this all day. Damn.
Not the flirtatious comment. Sorry, I was drinking. You know, actually this sort of thing isn't part of my exercise regimen.
Ford turns left at the stone marker towards the sound of the river, and sure enough, after a while it comes into view. The moonlight illuminates the water as you walk along it. After following the river for quite a few minutes, the shoreline expands into a small round lake in the center of a clearing. Overhanging is a large flat rock, the kind that could be used as a less than effective diving board in times of emergency. The emergency being that one just had to jump into the lake.
Me too, man. Me too.
However, neither of yourself nor Ford really look in the direction of the diving board. He leads you towards the edge of the lake where the relatively flat boulder could substitute for a bench, and the two of you take a seat.
Oh.
What do we want to ask about?
Since we were already talking about some creatures, why don't we ask about some creatures first?
Okay. You said to wait, but can I at least get a preview of what I'm getting into?
Not content to leave them to discover yourself, huh? Well, has anyone told you about the Gobblewonker? Gobble D's nuts.
I'll be a gobblewonker.
Oh, ayo!
Hey, yo!
Ayo!
You snort, taken aback by the name. But compromise yourself when Ford simply raises an eyebrow.
You mean compose?
But compose yourself. What did I say?
Compromise?
I've already compromised myself by doing this stream. I don't think so, no.
Not a tourist guide? Does the office even read my letters?
Ford mutters to himself something about...
Something about?
Have fun, Racker. Thanks for stopping by.
Goodbye, Racker.
Ford mutters to himself something about updating the tourist guide to warn against local dangers. He sighs with a frustration that's reserved for bureaucracy, but soon lightens up at the prospect of getting to introduce you to another strange creature.
Well, the Gobblewonker is a large sea creature that lives in this very lake. One could say it's our version of the Loch Ness Monster. My old research assistant apparently saw it at one point. He said it was large and gray and scaly with a long neck like a giraffe. You wouldn't have had any odd sightings yet, have you? It's only been 24 hours, but my own first encounter with the strange occurred shortly after my arrival as well.
No, not yet. Not apart from the...
I don't think anything happened last night, did it?
Not that I remember.
Well, don't count on that being the norm, Chris Sodapop. In fact, the norm is a laughable concept here.
Ha
Ha! Ha ha!
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 So laughable.
Ha ha! Ask about his family, I guess. Let's just go in order.
Yeah, okay. Who do we wanna talk about first? Well, how about we ask about Seuss, because we haven't met Seuss yet.
Yeah.
I am the knight. Hi, B.
I am
vengeance. I love Batman.
What are you, fucking Batman?
I have a Batman Funko Pop.
We know, Chris.
Isn't he cute?
He's very cute. The handyman. Seuss. He's, well, I'm still not sure what he does exactly, but Stan gave him the rights to conduct his business with the shack. So he spends his day giving out tours, selling merchandise, fooling the townsfolk, giving no refunds, and the like.
Classic Mystery Shack behavior.
Yeah. I just watched Batman. Makes sense. I see. I may not have been around the original Mystery Shack very often until Stan was still running it. while Stan was still running it, but I believe Seuss is doing doing the brand name good.
So.
Let's do Stan next, since he just mentioned Stan.
Okay.
Stubborn, foolhardy, a liar, a cheapskate.
Shit.
But a true hero at heart. There's no one else I'd rather call my brother.
Aww.
Gross. I almost said gay.
No, please don't do that.
And that's why I said gross.
Mabel or Dipper? First.
Let's do Dipper. Because we don't know much about him yet.
Okay.
Dipper is very intelligent in many ways. He reminds me of, well, myself. B, no.
Step bro.
B, no. Last summer, he found the research journals, and I mentioned and listened, and instead of overlooking them, made some impressive contributions of his own. I messed that one up bad, but that's fine.
That's okay.
He has since started his own journal, and I look forward to see where life will take him. He's made me prouder than I can say.
Aww. Alright, time to ask about Mabel.
Mabel! In short, a force to be reckoned with. She radiates charm and positivity and has depths of determination I can only guess at. You'll find out yourself, most likely. It's hard not to wake up one day and find yourself her friend.
Aww.
Perhaps you already are.
We did have that mutual acceptance of capybaras.
Yeah.
He wiggles his fingers spookily in the air. Ooh.
Ooh.
And you laugh. Ha 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 ha. I don't doubt it.
Alright. Mystery Shack. Ask about the Mystery Shack. I want to know about the Mystery Shack. Ah, yes. The Mystery Shack. Used to be my home once upon a time, and now it's a tourist trap.
Step off my line!
Oh, I didn't see that I didn't see that the name had changed. I'm sorry.
A tourist trap.
I'm glad for what it's become as a home. I just wish it weren't so offending to each of the senses.
Let's not ask about staying.
Yeah, perhaps.
We'll wait for him.
Ford looks out across the lake in the night of thought. I don't know why I read that, but
Ford
I read
looks out
Ford.
across the lake in thought.
I saw Ford and started reading, and then once I realized it wasn't my line to read, words didn't come out properly.
Fair enough.
Chris Soda Pop, I have to admit, I didn't want to take you with me earlier today. I thought I'd be walking myself into an uncomfortable social situation.
Me.
That is very much you.
So did you, to be honest. TBH. TBH, me too. Me too, bestie.
TBH honest. And you did well out there. Not many tourists can handle the kind of task we just completed. This had the potential to have gone disastrously. I mean, a butterfly net against Mothman? Easily a 3% success rate.
Glad you did not tell me that beforehand.
I'm also glad he did not say that beforehand.
Sometimes the more Ford speaks, the less reassured you feel, until all that's left is a distant unease. You smile and nod anyway. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave.
The two of you sit in another moment of quiet, night air pleasantly chill around you, until Ford breaks it again.
Orb. We should head back now. I'm sure Mabel will want to hear here we've been successful.
You stand and give Ford a hand up from the makeshift bench. Ford takes the lead again, and soon you're no longer able to catch sight of the lake when you glanced back. Ford gradually adjusts his pace to yours, walking side by side with you in a companionable silence all the way back to the shack. Ooh, so now he's not walking in front of us, he's walking next to us. Because on the way out here, he was walking in front of us.
Ooh. Almost there.
You recognize from the incredibly flashy signs, touting phrases like, Mystery Shack, this way! And Sasquatch, to your left!
Sasquatch.
That you are extremely close to arriving back at the shack. As you and Ford leave the tree line, you see bright light shining on the porch. You make out the faint outline of the kids' shadows as they run through the house and emerge in the attic window, and Mabel pushes it open, leaning out.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on, what?
I'm doing something. I can see that it's my line. Just you give me a second.
Oh.
Uncle Ford! Finally, you guys took so long! I had time to cover waddles and macaroni! Why would you do that?
Sam, it's your line again.
How is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta start that. I have my reasons. Did you get the thing?
It's your
Yes. Yeah, I know. I was trying to get back into the other voice. Yes, and I'm coming inside so we can stop shouting. Soda Pop, come along. We've got a pig to save.
We've got to hydrate derogatory, hold on. This is number 2 of the stream. Oh shit, I spilled some.
L. One thing that I can't hear it. Gaming.
Ford strides into the shack, a man on a mission. You grin and follow, but not before taking one last look at the night sky. Yeah, maybe your stay won't be too bad after all. Back inside the shack, the grand conclusion to your expedition to the Mothman's cave is spritzing Mabel's pig with the newly finished deterrent until the poor piglet reeks of lavender. You see Mabel and dip her head up to bed, looking sleepier than usual as a result. Something about lavender is so soothing to the senses, so you crash out fairly soon afterwards, face first into your makeshift bed.
So true, lavender is an aromatherapy for sleep, so that's based.
It's like you were made for each other.
Love meter!
So true.
Hey, yo!
Okay, I think that this might be a good place to stop for this stream.
Yeah.
Because it's been about 2 hours.
I didn't realize how long this game was gonna be.
I also did not realize that the game was going to be this long. So we will save this. But we did get the love meter up.
Pancakes and interrogations. Ooh.
Sure, we'll overwrite the save. Okay. Alright.
See if anybody we know is live.
This was actually really fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
I love talking about Mothman's ass and Grunkle Ford being
Grunkle Ford in his trench coat,
and him being the gilf he is. But we will have to pick this up on another stream. I did not realize how long this game was going to be, but that seemed like a good stopping point for today, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to do, no offense, but I don't want to do another 4-hour stream like we did with the Colonel.
Yeah. So let's see if we can find someone to raid.
Is there anyone else playing this game?
No.
Damn.
It is only me. So we'll see.
The fact that it has its own category for me. And apparently the category does have 24 followers, which I find even funnier.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
Anyways, what kind of person do we want to wade? What kind of gamer?
I don't know.
Is there a certain game we want to wade into?
I don't know.
I don't know. I got bored, so I'm back. Well, Racker, we will actually be ending momentarily.
Looking for somebody to raid right now.
Oh god, I wish Brian wasn't a mod, so I could delete that message.
No.
Do we want to do Minecraft? Do we want to do just chatting?
Who's Brian?
Oh, listen.
We can look through Minecraft, I guess.
If you want to do that, I'll look through just chatting.
Okay. Bum, bum, bum. B's friend is live. What are they playing? Did they play anything that we play?
Did we play anything? Did they play anything we play? I mean, Cooley's playing Fortnite.
You want to raid into Cooley?
No, I just saw it as I was scrolling through. Apparently, Cooley is playing quote, playing Fort till they bring back building, lol.
There's a lot of people streaming in Minecraft today.
There's a lot of people in just chatting, too.
Oh, it's because I didn't put any of the tags.
That's probably why.
That's probably why.
I also didn't put any tags. I should do that.
I should do that.
There's someone playing the will you press the button game from like years ago.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling. Let's probably do Minecraft. I think that's probably more
Right.
up our community. You seeing anybody?
How about...
Send me the names so I can check if like go into it with audio. So then.
What about him?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, you can look up people with tags. So like, I use like the she/her tag and the ally tag when I stream, so it makes it easier for people to find me. So usually when I'm looking for somebody to raid, I'm usually looking under the LGBT tag or the ally tag. Just so it narrows down, because there's like, what, like 18,000 people streaming Minecraft at any given time. Yeah. It's something like that.
Hold on, give me 1 second and I'll check. Audio seems good. They're playing some funky music.
Ooh. Alright.
Their mic isn't bad. They seem vibey. They're just playing some bad boys.
Okay. The auto-generated ones. Yeah, I mean, I just use them because... I don't know. I like using them. It's like it makes it a game.
Because the last time I took a break, it was because I was burnt out. This one was
And I think tags are still also relatively new, so. I don't know. But let's raid Squid Eggs. It looks like he's playing some just open party high pixels type stuff. So,
Right now it's Bed Wars.
right now they're playing Bed Wars.
Bed Wars. My
Alrighty.
favorite.
I had fun. I will see you
I
guys
also had fun.
the next time that we play this game. I don't think it's going to be the next time we stream. It'll probably be next week because the next stream is Stardew Valley on Friday.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But I will see you guys over in the raid. See you later.